Well, hello, my real estate agents, my multi-millionaire bag winners. I'm bringing to you another banger. Here's 20 terms or 20 questions you need to know. So let's get to it. RESPA requirements would not apply in which of the following situations? To a conventional loan that would not be sold on secondary mortgage markets. I believe it's that one. Let's see. Yeah. That one I would just remember that one. This is a money ball question right here that you need to know. All right, so the question rationale. RESPA requirements apply when property is financed by a federally regulated mortgage loan. Federally related loans mean loans made by banks, savings, and loan associations or other lenders whose deposits are insured by federal agencies. It also includes loans insured by the FHA and guaranteed by the VA and loans administered by HUD. Further covered is any loan intended to be sold by lenders to Fannie Mae, Ginnie Mae, or Freddie Mac. Next question. Question number 2. A partially amortized note, which reduces part of the principal by the time the final payment is due, is often called a fully amortized loan, a conventional loan, a wraparound mortgage, balloon payment. I believe it might be balloon payment, yeah. Question rationale. A balloon payment / balloon note is a partially amortized and then a lump sum payment of the principal is due at the end of a loan. A fully amortized loan is a complete reduction of principal each month with steady payments of interest and principal and results in the loan being paid in full. Number 3. Net income can be defined as income after expenses, total of all income, effective gross income, potential gross income. Total of all income, or is it after, it's income after expenses because you net that. Yeah, net income is gross income minus a figure for vacancy, collection, and expenses. Number 4, an alienation clause in a mortgage refers to the clause that I've never seen it be read like that. Refers to the clause that pledges the property as security to a third party, allows the lender to call for full payment of the mortgage because the owner transferred ownership to another party. Says the entire mortgage is due if the owner moves outside of the United States, allows the lender to charge a penalty for early payment. An alienation clause in the mortgage. I think it might be the penalty at the bottom. It was the second one. I had a feeling. So allows the lender to call for full payment of the mortgage because the owner transferred ownership to another party. Sorry about that. Question rationale. Oftentimes called the due on sale clause, the alienation clause says that the entire mortgage balance will be due on the sale of the property. The hypothecation clause is the transfer of property as a pledge of security for repayment of the debt. Question number 5. What is the temporary loan made on a borrower's equity in their present home? Swing loan, package loan, blanket loan, balloon payment loan. It might be blanket loan. No, a swing loan. A swing loan is the temporary loan made on a borrower's equity when they buy a new home when the present home is unsold. The note that calls for the payment of interest only is called straight note, fully amortized installment note, adjustable note, partially amortized installment note. It's either the straight note or the fully amortized installment note. I'm going to go with straight note. Yeah. The note that calls for payment of interest only is called a straight note. You need to know these because these are Moneyball questions that will be on your test, and it will help you pass, trust me. The law that requires a lender to disclose the cost of getting a loan is the truth in lending. That's easy. The cost of getting the loan must be disclosed to the consumer as per the Truth in Lending Act. Number 8. Notice of default must be executed by the beneficiary or trustee and must be recorded in the office of the county recorder where the property is located before notice of sale is given. How long before notice of sale is given must these things occur? Let's go with 10 days. 10 days, 6 months, 2 months, 3 months. 3 months. Question rationale. Before giving a notice of sale, notice of default must be given at least 3 months in advance. Question number 9. A buyer agrees to purchase real property by making monthly payments to the seller and then receiving a deed at a later point in time. Such an agreement is known as land installment contract, straight term mortgage, construction loan, certificate of sale. I'm going to go with land installment contract. All right, question rationale. A land installment contract is a contract for the purchase of property based upon the installment payment plan. The buyer will receive the deed only when the purchase price has been paid in full. A certificate of sale is issued to a buyer at a judicial sale, foreclosure auction, which entitles the buyer to a deed upon confirmation of the sale by the court. A construction loan is interim financing used during construction, followed by long-term financing called a takeout loan. The construction loan does not convey any sort of title to the purchaser. Question number 10. In return for beneficial loan terms, a borrower may decide to obtain this type of loan that has the lender sharing the appreciated value of the property. I have no clue what this is, so I'm going to just guess. Shared appreciation mortgage. Okay. Under a shared appreciation mortgage, the lender and the borrower agree to share a certain percentage of the appreciation. And since I love you guys so much, I give you one more bonus question just to help you study extra harder. A lender wishes to make the yield on a lower than market interest rate loan competitive. With higher interest conventional loans, what would the lender charge in order to make the loan more competitive? Discount points. Yeah, it's always discount points. Discount points are charged by a lender to make the loan on a lower than market rate loan more competitive. With higher interest conventional loans, a discount point is usually equal to 1% of the loan amount. All right, you guys have a wonderful day, wonderful evening, or whatever it is, wherever you at. Comment, like, subscribe, and make sure you rewatch the video to make sure you're getting all this learning. I want you to get this learning now. I want you to pass that test your first try. So repetition. All right, you guys, you have a good one.